Breaking news at 11:30 right now. The Waukesha Police Department says they arrested someone in connection to a body found wrapped in a tarp. Someone found the body near North Street and Moreland Boulevard in Waukesha on October 31st. And right now, police are expected to hold a press conference. We're going to take a live listen in right now.
That were wrapped in a tarp in the 1500 block of East Moreland Boulevard, East North Street. The city of Waukesha received a call from a citizen who made this discovery in the woods. The Waukesha Police Department, in collaboration with the Waukesha County Medical Examiner's Office, were able to collect the human remains. With any death investigation, we collaborate with the Waukesha County Medical Examiner's Office to positively identify our crime victim, and we were able to determine the manner and cause of death. We appreciate the patience of the community during this time. The medical examiner was able to identify the crime victim as 56-year-old Carlos J. Maldonado. Furthermore, the medical examiner was able to determine the manner of death as a gunshot wound and determined this to be a homicide. The investigative team from the Waukesha Police Department developed a person of interest in this case. The suspect was taken into custody without incident on Friday, December 6th. The suspect will be making his initial court appearance this afternoon at the Waukesha County Courthouse. The suspect is identified as 62-year-old Kevin W. Leishwick. We extend our deepest condolences to the victim's family and loved ones during this incredible, difficult time. Our department is committed to seeking justice and ensuring the safety of our community. The family has asked for privacy as they deal with this tragedy. Thank you all for your attention in this matter. Together we can ensure accountability and justice for all our community members. With that, I'll take a couple questions. Brian?
Do we know why this happened?
We do not know why this happened, Brian. No.
How long had the victim been in that location, and were they covered in twigs and branches?
We believe this happened mid-April. The body was semi-buried, and it was covered in leaves and twigs and stuff, so it looked like the body was to be intentionally concealed from casual passerbys. With fall foliage coming down and the leaves and the winds picked up, we had some good winds at the end of October there, and that kind of the Mother Nature kind of disclosed that for us. Rebecca?
What was the relationship between the suspect and the victim, and did he live in that, did the victim live in that apartment building?
Mm-hmm. The suspect and victim both resided in an apartment complex. The relationship is not known. We don't believe, other than they lived in the same apartment complex, is the only way they knew each other.
There was no personal relationship with each other?
That has not been disclosed in the investigation, that they had any type of relationship, no.
And was he reported missing? Where has he been since mid-April?
The family reached out to us in mid-April. There was an investigation done at that time. It was also discovered that the victim had an active arrest warrant. So in natural progression, the police department gets involved. We work with the family, but we're also very cognizant that people tend to abscond from justice. And we're dealing with a 56-year-old male here who potentially did not want to be known or be seen by police. So with an active warrant on the system, it would have a higher level to bring him into custody if he was higher level than a missing persons case.
So there was an official missing persons case? There
was no official missing persons case. We had a person that was not seen by their family at that time, and we worked collaboratively with the family, but were able to discover him. And it was just, with that warrant being on the system, we were looking forward, if he would have been ran into any law enforcement throughout the nation, that would have been made known to us.
And what was the warrant?
I don't have that at this time.
So Leishwick then, does he have a criminal record? Did he give you any sort of statement when he was arrested? Where'd you track him down at?
Through the investigation, there was things that were coming up. There was several search warrants that were filed on the property as well as Leishwick's residence. There was items that were consistent was located on the crime victim. And at that time, we were able to serve a search warrant, see that what was consistent on the crime victim. We were also able to secure a search warrant for the vehicle and inside the vehicle was a firearm. That firearm was sent to the crime lab. They expedited that for us, and we were able to determine that the rounds that were located in the victim were fired from that firearm that was located in Leischwig's
So the
vehicle.
suspect didn't flee, he was still living in that apartment building?
Correct. He was acting as nothing ever happened. Inspector?
That is Waukesha Police giving an update on the body that was found in the tarp in late October. I want to give you all a recap on what exactly that we've learned at this time is that the medical examiner has confirmed that the victim in this case is a 56-year-old Carlos Maldonado. They've confirmed also that that person, Maldonado, had a gunshot wound and that also found a person of interest. That person was taken into custody Friday, December 6th. That person is a suspect at this time, Kevin Leschwick. And according to Waukesha Police, they say the reason why they're able to connect this person is because there were consistent evidence that were connected to the crime victim, including a firearm. Now, as of right now, Waukesha Police have not said no word on why this happened. But again, they kind of believe that this actually happened in April and that Carlos Maldonado's body, according to police, was semi-buried. And because of Mother Nature kind of blowing some of those winds, the body was later revealed. Again, no connection between the two men other than they lived at the same apartment complex.